Lesson 37, adding and subtracting decimal numbers. The rainfall over a 3-day period was 3.4 inches, 0.26 inches, and 0.3 inches. Altogether, how many inches of rain fell during the 3 days? All together. All right, all together means we are going to add these three numbers together. So I have 3.4. And the main thing that you need to remember is to line up your decimal, okay? When we add or subtract, you have to line up the decimal. So for this 0.26, I am going to put it like this. So my decimal is lined up. And then I have 0.3. Okay, I like to fill in zeros. Do you guys just have answers? Wait for me for 1 second, okay? I like to put zeros in right here so that I can add. It just helps me line up the digits. So I fill in any zeros that are missing, and then I start adding down. Everyone, what do we get when we add this column? 6. And everyone, what do we get here? 9. And then you're going to put a decimal. Your decimal stays in the same spot. Then you're going to add these together, and we get 3.96. This is a word problem, so we probably should include our units. Don't forget that. So 3.96 inches. All right, a gallon is about 3.78 liters. If Margaret pours 2.3 liters of milk from a 1-gallon bottle, how much milk remains in the bottle? All right, so we started with 3.78. We're pouring this much out of the 1 gallon, which means we are subtracting 2.3. Notice I lined up the decimals. Put your hands down. All right, so then I'm going to put a 0 here so that I have filled in all the holes, and I'm going to make sure I correctly subtract. So Victoria, what do I get when I subtract 8 minus 0? Yes. Okay. And Aaliyah, what do I get when I do 7 minus 3? 4. And then we're going to write our decimal down because it stays in the same place, all right? And Victor, 3 minus 2? 1. Now, we are in liters, so my answer is in liters. There are gallons on here, but it's breaking it down into liters, okay? All right, find each sum or difference. Remember to line up the decimal points. So same thing, but without a word problem here. So let's see how this goes. 8.28 minus 6.1. Again, you have to line up the decimal. So I am going to put a 0 right here, and I want everyone to try this on their paper first. Hold on, Benny. Yep. All right, so I'm going to subtract 8 minus 0 is 8, and I'm going to subtract 2 minus 1 is 1, and I'm going to subtract 8 minus 6, which is 2, and that would be my answer. Yes, Benny, 2.18. All right, let's try this guy right here. I am going to add these together. So I have 0.735. And underneath, I'm going to put 0.21 with a plus sign. And again, this one has 3 places, so I'm going to add that 0 so it makes more sense. And I'll give you guys 1 minute. Put your hands down. You guys, actually, I'll give you 5 seconds since you guys are so quick at this. Great. Richard, what did you get? 0.525. Oh, did you subtract? Whoops. Don't subtract. Macy, what'd you get? 0.945. Yep, so make sure you add. Great job, you guys. All right. Let's try this next one, okay? Kind of running out of space. I'm going to move this out of the way. Hey, guys, some people need you guys to be quiet. I know a lot of you guys got this, but we need to go quiet for everyone who needs to focus. Okay, 0.43 plus 0.1 plus 0.413. All right, so we're going to add these up. And I want to make sure I have the same number of digits on each of these. And so, Benny, how many zeros should I add to this first number? Okay, and Arlo, how many should I add to this number? I would go 2. Yeah, just 2. Okay, now I'm going to add these down. Anusha, what'd you get? I agree with you, 0.943. All right, we haven't had to borrow or carry yet, so we got to try one where we have to borrow or carry. So this next one is a really good one to practice doing that. So we're going to do 1.00 minus 0.24. Again, when you add and subtract, these decimals have to be lined up. Put your hands down. Okay. We have to borrow all the way from this 1. Okay, I'm going to turn this 1 into a 0. And then I'm going to carry the 1 over, so I have a 10 right here. But now I need to borrow again, so I'm going to borrow from this 10 and make it a 9, and then turn that into a 10. Now I can do 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 2 is 7, and 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, I want you guys to try it, and do not raise your hand when you're done. Just try it, but keep your hand down. Oh yeah, we may have the outdoor lab week. Might have been well, you 6th graders were gone. I think we did this. It's good practice. All right, keep your hand down, Benny. Keep your hand down. All right. Yes, there's some right there. So you're going to put a 0 right here, and we're going to add down. So Chanel, what do you get right here? You get 2. And Andrea, what do you get right here? You get 10, and you're going to carry the 1. So we add that down, and we put a little decimal here. All right, you guys, let's try some on the whiteboards. Let's see how